gon' yell it every time you see me in. What's my favorite word? Why they gotta say it like short?
To another episode of Rose and Gold. I'm your host, Black King Sebastian. And this is my lovely co-host, Dr. Ross.
Hello, everyone.
As you guys know, Dr. Ross and I are at the Playboy Studios right now.
Exactly.
But let's get straight into the bureau. Let's see what the Wendy Williams has to say.
Even more well-deserved award, and of course,
with The Weeknd, honestly, your music is good, as in for the 50 Shades of Grey and background and elevator music, but your music is not good. I'm gonna tell you that straight off the bat, and it's not enough to win a Grammy.
Respectfully.
That's right. You're only good for the weekend barbecue. But let's move into our next hot topic, with the Bureau talking about the Kevin Hart and the hoish ways.
Controversial joke that he had on his new Netflix comedy.
And with Kevin Hart talking about his daughter having the scandalous ways, he's not trying to throw her under the bus, he's just making a light joke. Because you have to remember, he is a comedian.
The only thing I want to say is Kevin Hart, I'm going to have to agree with you, Black King Sebastian. Kevin Hart was making jokes on there. I don't know where everyone got that he was being racist against black women, but he obviously was not. He was just making a joke. But I also get the other point of view that they were making because his daughter's 14. Just looked it up. His daughter is 14 years old and
All right, stop with the false narrative. It's a false narrative that's being created. If you were in the clubhouse and a part of the conversation, this wasn't about black women. It wasn't about me going against black. Stop. A question was asked about the joke about my daughter and me referencing my daughter having hoe-like activity. I gave an answer to it. Here's what it is, guys. I'm not calling my daughter a hoe. I'm saying what she did is hoe-like activity. I called 3 former hoes that I knew and asked them, is this hoe-like activity? We had a conversation about it. A good back and forth.
And speaking about people with the hoish or scandalous ways, the Lisa Rinna and her daughter are two very scandalous women.
Now this is an actual scandalous double right here.
That's right. So Lisa Rinna's hot daughter shares a bootyful pic and mama approves.
Quiet, please. No need to shout. No need to yell. No need to have a riot. Shut your eyes. Take a deep breath. Oh, you've gone all quiet.
So the daughter, she went around walking in a lace, almost like a lace bikini, where it was just strings, as what it looked like.
The G-string, basically, and she was turned around, showing what her mama gave her, and then Lisa Rinna immediately went out and she was posing for some lipstick, but you know, she had her legs spread wide open the whole entire time.
Gorgeous.
That is sick.
I think you did like up, you did the lipstick up in the air. You had a leg and an arm.
This hand.
Yeah, that was cool. Gorgeous.
Wait, let me cover it.
Let's move into our next hot topic with the Dancing with the Stars. So Dancing with the Stars, Cheryl Burke wants the producers to avoid Bachelor Nation next season. What do you think about this, Dr. Ross? Do you think this could possibly be caused by the scandalousness with Gleb and the one dancer?
I think what they're trying to do is just make their viewers focus on Dancing with the Stars and not any other shows. But that's not fair because business is business, and if your show falls off due to all the drama, then that's just what happened. If it hypes up after all the drama, then that's what happens. Speaking of Dancing with the Stars, though, Tyra Banks, you really don't have a say because you're only hosting, but Tyra Banks recently went out and said she doesn't want any people from the Beverly Hills Housewives to be on Dancing with the Stars. She said especially Nene Leakes. What are you going to say about King Sebastian?
Again, with the Tyra Banks, Dr. Ross, I think you're forgetting that she is the main producer. She's the one bringing in the cheddar, the business.
The only thing, well, I'm going to have to agree with you, Black King Sebastian. Yes, she does have a say because she's bringing in the cheddar and the money. But the thing is, she can't say she doesn't want Nene Leakes on there because Nene Leakes was already on Dancing with the Stars way before Tyra Banks was on there.
So guys, what do you think about the reports that came out about Tyra Banks
saying that she didn't want any housewives on Dancing with the Stars, in particular Nene Leakes, Bethany Frankel, and Teresa Giudice. Well, let me go first. Tyra, I thought you and I were cool, girl. I was on Dancing with the Stars before you was. Okay?
Is she the executive of that show to be making those calls?
I think she might be. I think she has an executive
now
credit.
She's the executive.
Yeah, I think she has an executive
I
credit.
think Tyra could use a little bit of housewife fame so she can get her notoriety.
Absolutely.
That's interesting.
Absolutely.
That's interesting.
She hasn't been out since Top Model.
Okay.
No shade.
I think she
So-
she needs to keep everybody else's opinions to her.
And now she's also retracting her statement that she never said it, but I believe that she said it within her team, and her team got hold of it and put it out.
I also think that, for real, this is no joke. I kind of believe, you know, in what you said, but as a business person, she should want to have people like housewives on the show because people are always talking about them, right? And then they can talk about them over on that platform, and it'd be a good thing for both parties.
Right.
But you know, I don't know whether she said it or not for sure, but just in case you did, we just wanted to touch on that.
The housewives will help you rate this book.
Right. That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Just saying.
And it'll help her career too. Tyra Cruz.
What she said. And not only that, Lisa Rinna, we love Lisa. She was our She's Hot winner. She's from the Beverly Hills Housewives, and she was on Dancing with the Stars way before Tyra Banks.
But with Tyra Banks, we know that you're trying to get the scandalous people out of there, but you need to stop. They were already on.
hating.
That's right. They were already on there once, and they did a damn good job at it.
Exactly.
Let's move into our next hot topic with the Larsa Pippen. So Larsa Pippen offers goodies in a cupped denim and diamonds.
And Larsa, we just want to say, Larsa Pippen, that we love you as our She's Hot winner. You're beautiful in that aspect, but we do want to say one thing, just a bit of advice for you, because we have to get into contact with you, Miss Larsa. We're going to DM you. We're going to talk to you about your name, first and last. You just have to cut it off just for a little bit, because everywhere you go with the name Larsa Pippen, you're going to be walking around with like a bag on your back, just carrying Scotty down the road, and that's not what you need. Your kids, they can keep the Scotty Pimpin' name. We actually were watching a little bit of the Wendy Williams, Black King Sebastian and I, and Wendy was talking about how she's gonna keep the Hunter name forever. Now, Kevin Hunter, Wendy was the breadwinner out of that relationship, and Kevin was just Kevin. You don't need to keep the Hunter name. That's completely irrelevant. But Black King Sebastian, let's get into the rest of these before we get into the rest of these hot topics, I do want to mention Larsa Pippen. We will also be contacting you from our producers and our managers. Want to get you into the show Strip 101. It's a new upcoming show because you need a little bit more pizzazz in you. And that goes for Lisa Rinna too, because you're not going to be Kim Kardashian. You're not going to be the Kardashians, because they did what they did and it's already over.
Okay. Whatever you say.
So we need you two to be in the Strip 101. That's adult things. Black King Sebastian and I will not be in that because it's adult stuff.
We're too young for that.
Exactly. But we do need you guys for our Strip 101. So you can have something that suits you better than the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because it's not classy. It's not...
You're too big for that. Let's move into our next hot topic with the Glenn Close.
Exactly. For Glenn Close, if you don't know who she is, Glenn Close has been in numerous movies, such as 101 Dalmatians, Hillbilly, The Natural, The Wife, and many, many, many more. What's the bio for her, Black King Sebastian?
Glenn Close is an American actress and producer, long considered one of the great actresses of our time. According to the Vanity Fair, she is the recipient of numerous awards, including 3 Primetime Emmy Awards, 3 Tony Awards, as well as 3 Golden Globe Awards.
So now that you just heard a little bit of Glenn Close's bio, Glenn Close actually went out and she spoke on how Gwyneth Paltrow won an Oscar, and she said it's not making any sense how these actors and actresses are winning these Oscars that they don't deserve.
And Dr. Ross, I agree with you 100% on this. But with the Glenn Close, we hope that you hopefully get a Grammy, or not a Grammy, a Oscar.
I concur. Because you're a fantastic actress, and that's just period. There's nothing else to say about that. You're a fantastic actress, a phenomenal one.
That's right, indeed.
While we're talking about this, these are Dolly Parton cups, because we know Dolly Parton's been shaking what her mama gave her recently with a Miley Cyrus song.
At 100 years old. But keep doing you. We'll see you in Tennessee. These were all of our hot topics for today, but to all of our Sagittariuses out there, happy birthday if your birthday is today.
Exactly.
That's for you, Kylie Jenner. We'll see you in LA in a week. We out. We'll catch you on the next song. We'll catch you guys on the next song.
Rose and gold.